Ring On It's presented by Charm Diamond Centers. We had on Brooke. And we were talking about, what did we talk about? We talked about spin. We talked about self-care.
Self-care a lot.
And guilt.
Yeah, guilt in
therapy.
Guilt in self-care and how it's it's
self-care
totally okay
within.
to do. Yes.
Yeah, there was a lot. This was fun. Yeah. This was a trauma dump. We had a Gemini on. I'm also a Gemini. That was a lot of fun.
Not the Gemini.
It was great though. I have no complaints. We had a good time. I learned lots.
Yeah.
She has been with her man for 17 years.
17 years, which is insane. So it was cool to see a different perspective of somebody who's been in such a different situation than me, for sure.
And she's 30. She's a young little girly. They've been together since they were 13.
Yeah.
13, 14.
They lived a lot of life together. Yeah. She knows she knows her shit.
She gave us a lot of wisdom. And that is what we kind of talk about.
I need a lot of that, so it's good.
Yeah, there was high moments, low moments, and everything in between. So let's
got you covered.
Let's get into it, Queen. Okay, Brooke, welcome to the Ring On It podcast.
Hey, girl. Excited to be here.
So, we obviously know who you are and everything like that, but why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your social media and all of those fun things?
All the deets.
Oh my gosh. So currently I'm a solopreneur. I own my own social media management and content creation business. It's just me. Maybe someday it'll be more, but for now it's just me. And that was just a new venture for me in May. And before that I was a spin instructor, lead instructor for a spin studio for the past 7.5 years.
Wow.
So
crazy.
Taking that leap was a massive decision, but honestly, I can never look back. It was the best decision I could have done for myself.
Aww.
Just girl bossing.
I love that. Yeah. And tell us a little about your social media and stuff, because I'm saying this because obviously I stalked you
as one does.
And you live I don't know, I love your videos. Your life just looks so fun. I guess would be the best way to describe it. Obviously nobody, nothing's perfect, but it just looks fun. You're enjoying life on social media, and you don't see that a lot. So,
well, that is the nicest little compliment ever.
I'm so glad.
But I think because I've been doing social media on and off for so long, and it's just been a consistent thing in my life, I think maybe why it comes off as I'm having fun is because it's actually just a regular day. I'm not putting on a face, or I'm not trying for it to be something. It is just my life. And so it probably comes off authentic because it is authentic.
Right. It's genuine.
And so I've never put a restriction on my social media to only able to post certain things, or I am this niche, because I think that's what a lot of people try to do is niche down to be successful. But I've never felt there was anything that really I wanted to commit to. There was nothing in my life that I loved enough that I could only post that one singular thing.
Right.
So I've just touched on all things in my life on my social media, and I just try to be, real, and it be a place where people don't feel like they need to come and compare, and maybe they come to be inspired and just a little bit of relief from the stress of the world right now, because there's a lot going on. So if my content can be just 2 minutes of you getting away from the chaos of life, then I've done my job.
Aww. I love that.
That's so cute. And obviously we're talk about relationships and everything like that and blah, blah, blah. And you've been with your man for a whopping 17 years.
Wild.
Girl. Okay,
That's wild.
I'm going to let you take the floor on that, but
Please
tell us about your relationship, please.
How did we get here?
Hey. Okay, so 17 years, and we looked at each other because our last anniversary was October 10th. So literally a month ago.
Oh, it just happened. Yeah.
And we looked at each other and we're we have been with each other longer than we have been without.
Yep.
And
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It is a really weird feeling because like this is my person. And so I don't know what life is like without him.
Well, yeah, after that long.
And we've been through like so many highs and lows. Like, don't get me wrong, like our relationship isn't perfect and not everything has been sunshine and flowers.
Of course.
I mean, we were saying earlier, like we're lucky enough to grow with each other in life and we wanted the same things in life instead of growing apart and then, you know, potentially needing to end things because we just didn't in line with what we wanted to achieve. So I would say, yeah, like nothing special about us. We just ended up loving each other like the whole way through. So
I love it.
I love that. And it's so, I don't know, I find it so rare nowadays because like, I mean, social media, you get like I was thinking about this the other day, like you see those like TikToks as like the 6-month rule or like the 3-month like
rule. Oh, Lord.
all of this stuff or like
very real.
how long for a talking phase and this and that and the other thing. And like something I admire a lot about your relationship is it feels like you guys are just you. Unapologetically,
yes,
like
there's no timeline, there's no like pressure. You're just living life together.
And
It's
like,
so
I don't know, your
special.
content. Yeah. And your content reflects that too. Like you guys go on adventures together and like, or just like a night in like cooking or something like that. And I think that's, I don't know, special, I guess.
Very cute.
No, I think like something that I've always valued in our relationship is that we are, yes, like a partnership and like we work really, really good together, but we also are very aware that like we have our own separate lives.
Oh,
and
yes.
Amazing.
I don't do this much. You're making me want to do it though.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I think that's like one of the strongest things you can have in a relationship
Absolutely.
is the understanding that like, although you want to do everything together, because yeah, like I want Morgan to come along and take along with everything I'm doing in my
course.
day. Like, I mean, would he come to Home Sense with me? Do I have to drag his ass there? Yeah. But like, you know,
But he'll do
he'll
it.
do it for me and then I'll go on like the golf. Like I love golfing, but like, you know, if I don't feel like golfing that day, like I'll hop on the cart and just pop around with them. And because I know that he loves that. And then he knows I love this. And at the same time, like we respect that, like we just each need to have our own time. And
Yes, you do things like for each other and with each other, but you're also your own person and can have your own lives.
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is so important and so hard, honestly, because people don't always agree upon that or align.
Yeah. Or it's the total opposite where like you cannot separate two people. And like I think either extreme is bad. You know, like
some people are like, I don't want anything to do with you except for very certain situations, and some people are like, please don't leave my side. It's like how you need to find like the
balance.
the balance that works for both of you. And I think that's different in every relationship because it depends, you know, on who needs what and how.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah.
You're so full of wisdom today. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But like it is so true. I mean, like, I don't know. I can think of so many examples of people that I obviously would not name, but like where it is like one side or the other. And like I don't know. It's hard to figure out. I mean, like I'm sure you've said like you guys have had, you know, ups and downs.
Yeah,
I mean,
course.
17 years if you
Of course.
haven't.
They were
I would be
young
concerned.
We've had our
together.
time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Learning, growing.
Exactly. But that's even like when couples are like, oh, like we don't fight. Well, I don't mean like screaming at each other, but also it's like, okay, if you agree on everything, there's the door. Get out. Like that's weird.
If you agree on everything, I don't think you're communicating properly.
No.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. And that's the thing is, I think like your fights as you grow with each other. And I mean, after 17 years, we've like learned how to fight. Do you know what I mean? Like,
love that.
You know how to hear each other and
you
understand
hear each other. Your
Yes.
voices don't heighten.
Yes.
Maybe they do some once in a while, you know, like just to get
Well, you know, sometimes
like I think like you understand over time, like you're not gonna get what you're looking for by everything being extreme.
Yeah.
And I also was gonna add that like we in the beginning of our relationship, we were like 13, 14, 15 years old.
That's
which is crazy.
I
know.
was trying to do
Yeah.
the math in my head, and I was like, wait, how old would you have
thinking
been
of where I was at
when you
13 and now is,
That's
But
crazy.
there, yes, we were wanting to be together all the time. And like there were times where I wanted to be with him more and he wanted to be with me more. But then because we've had that time with each other, like entering our adulthood, we now respect that. Like you have your life, I have your life, but I definitely feel like if I were to enter a new relationship, I'd probably want to be like attached at the hip for the first little bit. Right. So I definitely can see that and understand it, but it's what's working for us now. So that's
right. And that's all that matters. And sometimes that can change, you know, if something happens, it's like, maybe you want to be together more, or like, you know, maybe you need a little distance sometimes, but it's like communicating that is
communicate
like
it. Yes.
A1.
Gosh.
And speaking of that, this is going to be a good segue. I was like, how can I segue into this? Self-care in the sense of like taking care of yourself before you get into a relationship.
Yeah.
And like, you are like fitness girly pop, like you have your own like, you know, business, you know, content creation and everything like that too. Like, you know, you have to take care of yourself before you can take care of somebody else.
Of course.
Don't know if.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I think so. During my spin years, they were they were the monumental building blocks of me figuring out who I was. Honestly, without spin, I would not be like what you see right now.
It was like a little outlet.
Truly.
Yeah.
And it was in my spin class, like wasn't mine specifically was not really like you're coming in to work out. Like my spin class and the environment I provided for people was much more like therapeutic than it was to come in and get a sweat on. And of course you're getting the sweat on because
it's spin.
Of course. We're probably one of the highest aerobic like workouts you can do.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. And so like you're getting that along with like, you know, the journey that I took my riders on. And there's like such a psychological situation you're in spin. Like there's the warm up, and then there's the like, let's have fun. And then there's the, all right, we're vulnerable now because we've entered this stage, and we enter this like opening up and thinking about things a little more, and then finishing off. So every playlist I made, every class I made, it followed this this like roller coaster of emotions, basically.
Cute.
And so alongside of me providing that for people, it was also an outlet for me because I got to choose that day, like what I needed.
Right.
And so it was truly an amazing way for me to put myself first and to also recognize that people are needing that as well.
Yes.
And that was actually one of the hardest reasons why leaving spin was just so difficult, because I felt a lot of guilt taking away an experience that I knew was helping a lot of people. And of course, saying goodbye, like I got a lot of messages basically stating, you know, that kind of thing. And I always hope like maybe there is a time down the line that I might pick up something different and be able to provide that experience again. But ultimately a big message in my class was like, if you can't fill your own cup, you're never going to be able to give what you are always hoping to give to the people in your lives, whether that's your partner, your children, your family, and even a stranger. Like even giving a smile can be hard sometimes. So if you can fill your own cup, you can give out so much more.
Right.
Yeah. I loved that. That was so like
very
perfect.
Important. Yes.
But like, yes, but I mean, I tried to spin a few, maybe last year. I think it was around last year sometime. But like, yeah, that jump scared me. Like the therapy aspect of it was insane.
Yes.
Like I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna like die on a bike. Like that's what I'm signing up for. Like that's what's gonna happen. And then they're like, okay, really like dig deep and like, you know, think about what you're doing today and why you came this morning. And I'm like, what is going on right now? I was like, why am I emotional on a bike,
it's
bro?
like that.
It was crazy.
A lot of classes are like that. I did a hot yoga class one time that was the same. Like I felt like I left there like so much lighter. Because I sweat so much, but also like it just was like, oh, I feel good.
It was so crazy. And like the lights are off too. I don't know if that was like that with your yoga, but like it was like the lights are off and everyone's like in it. And then like you go through this like super like emotional thing, and then all of a sudden like Pitbull's playing. And I'm like, how did we get from like point A to point B?
Yeah.
But it is like, it was so fun to do that. And like, I don't know, for me with spin, like my experience, my very little experience I had, like every class I got a little bit better. And that was also exciting too. Cause it was like, I stood up a little longer.
Look forward to. It's good to have that outlet, even if it's like the gym or a class or a sport. Yeah. Like it's good. It's good to have that. And sometimes it's hard to take that time for yourself, but like it's very important. But it is very hard to like accept it and actually do it, because you feel guilty about it sometimes. But
well, that's exactly it. I think because a lot of the people that were in my classes were moms and entrepreneurs and students. Yeah. And when they would come through the doors, like for the moms, that's the only hour they have that day for themselves.
Right.
And it was their time to like not feel that guilt for putting themselves first. And so being able to, have an hour with these people frequently too, because I had a lot of regular riders. Yeah. Like I would know like when they were having good days, and I know when they were having bad days. And so you're able to kind of give to those people that experience that that they need in order to have a good day. Yeah. Right. But it's that guilt too. Like that's the hardest part. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. That's a interesting kind of take. Cause even with like, again, like relationships, like guilt of putting yourself first sometimes, like, maybe, your partner wants to go golfing and they're excited about it, but like you don't want to, but you feel guilty saying no and stuff like that. Yeah. That's hard.
I'm like the biggest people pleaser you'll probably ever meet. And anytime anything happens, I'm always like, well, what about this, 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 and this? And I'll like talk to Madi or someone about it, and she'll be like, bro, like that doesn't matter. Like
put Katie first.
And I'll be like, but it does matter. Like they're gonna hate me. This person's gonna hate me. This is gonna suck. What if this happens after I do that? It's all the time. I'm so like anxious in my head about everything. I just want everyone to be happy, and then I'm like, wait, I'm not. Like
come on, therapy.
Seriously, that's a problem. I'm like, I'm doing all these things for these other people.
Yeah.
And like, I'm sitting here like, dang, like I just feel disgusting and exhausted, and who benefited? Not me.
Yeah. That is literally spot on. Something that I've been dealing with since February. And because like, so a massive reason why leaving, in the beginning of the year, like I needed to make a change, and I knew that. And so like I took up therapy for the second time. Like I actually did it for the first time. And I think I just wasn't paired up with the right therapist, because it just didn't
and that's a real thing.
People say it's very important to find the right one. Yeah. Never tried it, but yeah.
But yeah, never tried it.
I was like, I was gonna bite my tongue on that one.
Anyway. No, but it's true though. Like it's like anybody else in your life. Like you're not gonna open up, or they're not gonna understand. And there's so many different types of therapists out there. Like they're experts in certain fields, and if you don't get the right person and what you are actually needing, but you don't even know what you need, you're just going and hoping that it works.
You're like, I have this problem. Can you fix it?
SOS.
Yeah, but like that's been one of the major things that I've realized. And when I knew that this episode was going to be about self-care, I was kind of like, that's crazy, because that's literally what I'm going through right now. Yeah. But because I think self-care is like deemed so much as like an outward thing. It's like getting a massage, getting a face mask, like going to the gym.
Oh yeah, it can be huge, it can be little. Like, there's so many different things.
But like I think the like, this is so cliche to say. Like, I think everything
is a safe space.
But like the real self-care is like actually figuring out like what you're doing to not be feeling good. And I think like, yes, people can be doing things to you, or the world can be doing stuff to you, but how you react and what triggers your feeling can be a massive reason why you might be in these cycles.
Yep.
And might be reason why those stresses come up, those anxieties come up. And that's everything I'm figuring out. So.
Right.
And that's so real,
because I tribulations.
Well, literally doing the same thing. Had my first like therapy session in years last week. And
really?
Yeah.
Amazing.
I know. I mean, I did like way back when I was like 14 when my parents got divorced. But then like recently, I know, right? It's like it's figuring something out. Like I was in like multiple situations and I was like, I don't think I handled these as well as I feel I could have.
Yeah.
And I think there was something blocking for why I couldn't deal with that. And that's why I'm like, I want to
And then you get
that.
frustrated that you can't deal with it. And then that makes it even worse because then you're even more mad at life and everything.
Yeah. And it's like, it's that whole thing of like, I understand there's a problem. I want to talk about it and unpack it and fix it for myself, but also like my peers.
It's good that you want to do that because some people don't want to, or they want to but don't know how. So it's good that you're like,
too.
You are. Yeah.
Well, that's exactly it. It's the hardest part is like being willing to go there.
Self-aware.
And it's like,
Yes.
it's like, it's that feeling of like ick. That feels disgusting. I do not want to touch that topic. I don't want to touch that area at all. And then in 2 weeks, you're there and you're doing it.
So thank you so much, Charm Diamond Centers, for supporting the Ring On It podcast.
And for giving us these gorgeous necklaces that match.
So I tried to do like self-care-ish type icks and ahs. I don't know. I kind of got carried away and I could see when I was writing them, like when it just like slowly got off track.
Let's get a little unhinged, everybody.
It's fine. It's
I'm
okay.
ready.
So yeah, how these work is I'm going to give a statement and you tell me if you think it's ick, gross, nasty, not a fan, or like cutie, whatever. And a lot of these are also very situational. A lot of them could be
in the middle, yeah.
Yeah, and like we'll chit chat about them.
Okay.
So the first one being, and this is like with a partner, sharing every single thought and emotion with the other person. Ick or ah?
Ick.
Yeah. I think some things should be inside thoughts. And some things...
I did that the other day.
No, but like sometimes you have a thought, you can maybe share it with a friend or you can, talk in the mirror about it. But some things don't need to be said.
Yeah.
I think it's communication's important to have with your partner, but certain things are inside thoughts.
Yeah.
I think a big problem that I had in the past and what I would and I would do to certain people in my life that I would hope that they wouldn't do to me and I didn't realize I was unloading a lot. Yeah. And so I was oversharing a lot because I am also a verbal processor.
What's your star sign?
Gemini.
I am too because I do the same thing.
Yeah.
That was poetic.
So every single thought and every single thing going through my brain, I'm like, I need to tell somebody. I need to get it out there. And so, therapy. Learn about it and then realize it's not fair to the people that I could be doing that to, even if they care or not. Right. But you never know. Yeah. And then too, not good for me because I just kind of, you kind of feel ick after, right?
You get a hangover from that.
You're like, what did I just say? That was so dumb.
Yeah.
And I do that. Okay. Not a Gemini, but I do the same thing.
You're a Leo, close enough.
I'm a Leo. I'll send Madi. I'll be like, I just need to tell somebody. I'll be like, I'm having this most stupid thought ever. This is so dumb. This is so irrelevant. Nobody cares, but I need to say it. So I'll send Madi a 10-minute vlog and just be like, this is so dumb. It's about to be 10 minutes. So sorry about it, but here's everything I need to say. Yeah. And sometimes I feel better. Sometimes I don't. But
I do that too.
I'm still
to get it out.
Yeah.
Is Snapchat still a thing? Do people?
Well, that's what Katie.
I sent her 10-minute vlog.
I was gonna say,
Yes.
My friend Emily and I have a 3,200
holy shit
day snap streak.
I do too with one of my friends. It's we refuse to end it.
No, I'm like, if I go on a vacation, I'm not gonna have service or something. I'm like, here's my password.
Yeah, been there.
Committed, yes.
Dude.
But that is so just dumping on people. But I did that to literally the other day. I did that to Colby. I said something. And this is how irrelevant it was. I don't remember. And I texted. I was like, that was an inside thought. That was my bad.
Sometimes it doesn't need to be said, but also sometimes you kind of need to get it out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. That's what I mean though. Lean on other people. Don't lean on only your partner and be like, I need to tell you specifically everything. Lean on other people.
Share the wealth.
Spread the love.
Yeah. Spread the love. You get this. You get that.
You get a little trauma over here.
I'm going to complain about this to you. Complain about this to you.
Exactly.
Keep it fresh.
I would say ick as well to join the party.
Yeah, just overall,
exactly.
Keep some things inside. Yeah.
Next one is giving your significant other access to all of your passwords.
So interesting.
It depends on the motive, in my opinion.
Right,
like if you're doing it because you want to monitor my every move because you don't trust me, well, we have a bigger fish to
ready?
fry.
I'm going to tell you what has happened to me.
Uh-oh.
So, past boyfriend cheated on me, and I found out that he cheated on me, and him trying to like win me back, make me feel better, was like, here's my login, like I promise, like I'm not hiding anything, here's my login, go look. I went and I looked, and it made it so much worse. I was like, he's like, take my login, like I'll prove it to you. And I log in, I'm like, what am I gonna find?
I can't look
Oh my God.
What did you find?
Like, so many other girls, like saved conversations with saved pictures.
What was he hoping
what I mean.
the situation
I know,
was?
like, did you forget these were here?
I'm wondering what his side was.
I literally found he would name, like, I don't know what, I can't think of let's just say Jake. His friend's name was Jake. Okay. And there was Jake's contact, but then there was another Jake with the same name with a female Bitmoji. I said, to Jake, okay, period, yeah, understood. And there was like chats of like I said, saved pictures and like flirty texts, like saved in the chat. What was the motive here? Take my password, I'll prove it to you. I said, this made it so much worse. Like,
I need to know what he thought was going to happen.
No, I know.
That's what I need to know.
That's what I mean. Like, did you forget? Did you forget what was in there? Because I didn't even have to like dig. It was right on the screen.
He actually just handed it to you.
No, like
here,
literally, like even like the girl that he cheated on me with, that he said, she's gone. Like I haven't talked to her in this long, and she's long gone. A chat, like a fresh chat, right there. I was like, what's happening? Like,
I kind of like admire his confidence.
I know. No, but he was like, here, I'll prove it. Bro, you proved nothing. You proved that you do suck, and I'm goodbye.
Yeah.
Well, let's just hope he doesn't do that to the next girl.
But, yeah.
Doesn't cheat on the next girl, and also
and again
erases his phone.
That's what I mean. So I was like, no. So I don't want your password because I'm just gonna know way too much that I don't want to know. That's my stance. No, I don't want it.
Weirdly enough, I actually don't know any of Morgan's passwords.
Right.
And like, I don't know. We've never had a circumstance where like, we'll be on my phone scrolling through my TikTok and he'll be through his and like, I don't know, like I've never had to worry. So in a way, it's like, if I need his password because I need to log in for some reason, then perfect. But I think in this situation, it's like
I don't need them.
It's more work on my end.
Shouldn't have to need them saved to like do snooping specifically.
Yeah, I was gonna say
don't jump if I go for your phone to check something really quick.
Yeah, or hitting like the classic chasing it down.
I don't need your password. I don't need to snoop. Hopefully I can trust you. But like. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Because as I say, I kind of have the same-ish system where like he knows my phone password, but he'll be like, oh, your mom texted. I was like, oh, what? Like, can you answer or like see what she said or like whatever. Yeah. Like it's not. I don't know like his Instagram login or anything.
I knew mine,
but
that time he gave me an Instagram too. That was also bad.
I was gonna say your specific situations an ick, but I think like just like. I don't know. But I don't think it's like so cute to know a password.
No,
like,
I wouldn't ever expect to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was trying to prove a point. Didn't work.
I did not expect the lore to come out to be quite frank.
That was like, that's like ancient. That's like a 2019 X. Yeah.
Me trying to like
do the math.
Oh my God. I love that. Okay. I did like a little fitnessy one.
Okay.
Specifically for you, Brooke. Doing fitness classes / gym sessions with a partner. Ick or awe?
I think it's an awe. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like Morgan and I have done a few where we would go like once a week. There was a time where we were going frequently on a Saturday morning together, and then we would go after and have like a little brunch date or something. And so that was like our time together.
Right.
But there are very specific workouts I like to do, and unfortunately they're not tailored for
they don't include
men.
him.
Yeah. Like they're definitely like
it's not for you.
They are not easy, and like they are very like welcoming for men, but
for sure.
They're 9 times out of 10 it's 100% women in the room. And so I would personally just rather him not come because like not even because of anything besides I just want my own workout. Because I'm like, I know I want to.
I like to get in the zone.
Yeah.
I was just going to say
exactly.
that's my logic
I want to be
too.
like in the zone. But if it's kind of like a little like boot campy workout where you're just like switching.
Do the circuits.
Like the circuits. That's good.
I learned
but
that
the one
the
I
other
love doing is kind of like it's actually very similar to like rhythm based workouts. So I love that.
Yeah.
But and I just don't think he would ever like it.
Fair.
But he would come to my spin classes. Like
Dude, he actually?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
But he's like, do not put me anywhere besides the back row. And I was like, sounds good. And he would
Right
just
in the front.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Yeah, put him in the back corner. He would even like keep his like hoodie on the whole time and just get a really good sweat on.
Oh my gosh.
And then he would
Girl.
just run out to the car and I'd be like, all right, see you later.
I love that.
Okay,
Yeah.
see, I
think
love
it can be
that.
I like the idea of like going together and then being like, peace and love, see you in an hour.
Ooh,
I like the
yup.
idea of that. Never experienced it, obviously, but like I like the idea of that.
That,
Like you show up together.
Do your thing.
Maybe you separate, you do your thing. Maybe you know, do your little walk on the treadmill, cardio, warm up
hot girl
together, and then say, okay, peace and love. I'm going to hit this, you go hit that.
I was going to say, I don't do gym. Like I don't go to the gym like that. I haven't been to the gym like that in like 5 years. So I actually forgot about that part. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That exactly.
I feel like that
I'm
could
not
be
working out with
that
him
could
in
be a
that kind of
vibe.
gym. No.
No.
And like, I'm not cute when I'm working out.
No.
To be, not that it really matters, but it's like, man, I'm like wearing like a big shirt, spandex shorts. I'm myself tanner's half off, and I have a messy bun. Like it's we're not cute. Like
I would rather not.
I don't know.
It's yeah.
Yeah.
To an extent.
yeah, I'd say again, like that's a situational
Exactly.
situation.
Yeah.
/aw. I love that. Oh, okay. This is, I asked like sometimes I ask like my coworkers like, oh, okay, I'm doing like this for the show. Like give me some X and O's. And this is one that she suggested.
Oh gosh, okay.
And she said, this is like self-care-esque, taking a bubble bath together. I would rather drown, like full stop.
I can't do a bath.
I don't even do that.
They ick me out. A bath in general
I
icks me out.
literally-
And
but make
to
my
not
toes-
have it be in my own space. No. It.
You guys are going to hate me because, Okay, first off though, the tub can't be like the normal size tubs. Like absolutely not.
No,
Not
you need
like the
like a
ones
jacuzzi.
you need like a big
Yeah.
jacuzzi thing. Like get in there, get lots of soap. Like look at you guys. I love this.
I was just like, oh my
That's hilarious.
gosh.
Yeah. Have a glass of wine. Get your laptop up. Put a show on.
With a man.
Listen,
Brooke.
this man is like literally my second half. So I think that's probably why.
I mean, slay. I would literally.
I can't imagine it.
Oh
I
my
can't. I
gosh.
don't take baths. Period. I don't find them relaxing or enjoyable.
I actually,
so
yeah.
To add on, like, no.
Yeah, if you don't like a bath to begin with,
Right.
absolutely
Extra no
not.
for me.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious. No, this is good though. I love this. This is great. What's happening right now? I love that. That's wow.
Yeah.
Love
Some
it.
people love baths.
Multiple, yeah.
My mom does.
Like some of my friends would be like, "Oh, I had a hard day. Gotta go have a bath." I'm like, "What?"
It's a lot of work to have a bath.
what
Like
I mean.
honestly, it
It
is. And then the
is.
water only lasts it only stays hot for like so long, and then you're
Yes.
like, shit, I gotta get out. But
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, that's very unexpected.
bath
Thank you for
girl.
surprising me. That was really fun. I quite enjoyed
Have a
that.
surprise.
So this I feel like now I got like a vibe. So
Okay.
giving each other a massage. Ikra.
That's fine.
Just fine.
I'm always waiting for your guys' reactions
fine.
first. Make me get.
This is a safe space to disagree.
I love it.
I
No.
love it personally. Like if I'm like, I don't know, especially like if I do like a class or something and like my legs are sore. Like
Yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah, I'm
then-
in awe. I love
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
I love
But then
to give
also
them.
talking about it, I'm like, oh, that's so cringe to like talk about. But I do like, I fuck with it. Like it can-
Well, obviously,
Hit.
a nice little, yeah.
Why do you like? A nice little,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like times for it and times not for it. Like sometimes I'm exhausted. I'm like, absolutely not.
Oh, true.
And then, but
Oh my
also
God,
I'm thinking of it
true.
right now. Morgan and I always do this. Like we'll bet on something, and like if he wins,
That's what you win.
he
I do
gets
the
something.
same thing.
And if
Yeah.
if I win, like I pick what I want. And I'm just
Mm-hmm.
realizing now I haven't redeemed my 20-minute massage that I'm supposed to get. So
She's about to go
Guess
home.
what she's doing today? She's like, where's my camera?
Where are you?
You heard that? See you
love
later.
that.
If I don't get it by the time this episode airs, there's a problem.
Clocked.
Oh
Oh
my
my gosh.
gosh.
Morgan, count your days. I love that. Oh, okay. Oh, this was at you.
Why'd you just look at me like that? I'm nervous.
This is
shaking in my boots.
This is where I started to get a little off track when I was making them.
I like off track.
Dating someone you think you can fix.
You can't fix them, period.
Ick.
That's my take. Ick.
Yeah.
Ick. I ick at myself because that's me.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah, I was gonna say you've had like not just like one encounter though. Like you've had a few
I don't
where
know
you're
what
like,
it is.
nah,
I'm like,
Maddie.
let me help the poor little puppy dog. No, you don't.
It also
need to help
means
that.
you see the best in them.
Aw, what
It
an
does.
optimistic,
Yeah,
lovely.
and
Let me just try and make this a positive.
I know. Wow, I love that.
They have 20 bad qualities and one good one, and I'm like, oh yeah. Let me turn some of them around.
Yeah. No.
All of a sudden they have 30 bad qualities. What? How'd that happen?
It's like the meme of like the pros and cons list where like the cons are like all the way down, but it's like, is 6 foot.
He's small.
like the pro.
You know what? The unfortunate part is that none of these people I've experienced have that pro. That's what makes it even worse.
You got some shorties on your list.
Yes. And then my problem is I'm like, oh, like he's okay, like, you know, I like this and this, so I'll be with, you know. But then I expect like it to grow and like get better, and then obviously all my friends are in my ear like, ew, what the hell? And I'm like, you know what, you're right, but like. But this and this, and they're like, no, but nothing. But I'm like, no, I promise, it'll be fine. And then I also have this weird like mindset, like I need to prove them wrong.
Yeah.
So then I'm there for like 18 years longer than I should. 18 years is so dramatic, but I've never been in a relationship that long. But
yeah,
you can't fix them. That's
the gist.
You just can't.
They don't want to be fixed.
Thinking
they
you can,
don't be fixed.
exactly.
Yeah.
They have to love themselves first.
Bringing it back to self-care. We love a theme.
Figure it out. They can figure it out on their own. Don't let them friggin' ruin your life for no reason. Been there, done that.
Yeah.
Don't recommend.
Last one. I know it's Nick. And if anyone says otherwise, we're ending the we're going to end it soon. But we're ending the show right here. And it is parenting your partner.
Yeah. Obviously, Nick.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I know.
But I will say, I got to say one thing.
Oh gosh.
I think, and I can't claim this because I'm not an expert, but I feel like almost every relationship goes through this phase.
You ate with that.
Maybe,
I think everybody slightly goes through with it.
Yeah.
And you either get through it or you don't.
Exactly. I think that's it. I think it's you either go through it or you don't. Yeah.
I think there are like,
fair.
I don't want to say milestones, but like definitely like canon events in relationships that like, I don't know, like I had like really bad like avoidant issues before. So like one conflict, to eat my dust, I was gone.
My God.
You know, and like learning how to work through that is like one thing, or like, I don't know.
I'm the opposite. I'm anxious. I'm like, no, please.
Yeah, you are. Wow, that actually, look at, wow, opposites attract.
That's why I get stuck in those situations.
Yeah, true.
Maddie.
That is very true. But like, yeah, there is like little bench. Yeah.
No,
and
but
you
there
just
gets to
like
a point
go
where it's
through
like,
it.
I'm not your mother.
Well, that's a whole other episode.
I know.
I fear.
Yes.
That's a
There's some
preview.
laughs happening coming from behind the scenes right now.
Right. But that's what I mean. Like, no, total ick.
Yeah.
Total ick.
Yeah,
No.
there is a point. Like, I think that everyone's kids. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone
That's
grows
the
up. They all have to
thing.
go through an experience where they realize, like, oh, I have to do all the laundry. Oh, I have to clean the whole house.
Guilty of
I
that
have
for
to,
sure.
Yes.
I have to like walk the dog. Oh, yeah, I have to cook.
Yes.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
you realize that you have to do all these big
You have
things.
to grow up a little. And
Yeah.
I don't know.
There tends to be one person that gets it first and then has to coach the other.
Hopefully
I
you
would
learn.
think.
Train them.
Yeah.
At least, you know.
I'm pretty bad for it though. Like low key, like I will like shit on men for being like mama's boys till like the cows come home. But
you're
also,
saying it the way I want to say it. I'm being
I know. You're like doing like the PR part, and like but I am also like I can say this because I think I'm like pretty bad too in the sense of like I don't know like chores and stuff like that, or like I think of like living on my own. I'm like there's gonna be a lot of learning curves for like just
Which
me
is
personally,
normal. Which is
too.
normal. And you can do things for each other in like not a parenting way, but like as
Yeah.
if your parent would do something for you. You can do things for your partner and for
But
each
you
other.
learn.
But there's a line of like what
Yeah.
that means and when that stops and how that evolves.
Oh, bars.
Morgan and I, before we moved in with each other, we went through high school, university. I think it was like 2 or 3 years outside of university. Then we moved into our first apartment together.
Jeez.
So we had a chunk of time where we were not living with each other.
Yeah.
Right.
When I moved in with Morgan, mind you, let's say I was with him for 10 years, which I think it actually was.
Yeah, probably.
I still learned things about him when I moved in with him.
Oh my gosh, yes. It's a whole different experience.
It's a whole different experience. And so when you move in, and now you have like double the tasks to do.
Yeah.
So like if you hate doing them for yourselves, now you have another person you got to do it for too. If they're like busy that day or they're tired and you got to pick up the slack. Yeah, it's a lot. But
because we talked about that on another on Brogan's episode. We said about like if you
the
come
give
home
and
and
the
you're
take and the just showing up for each other.
Yeah, and like the percentage, like if somebody like is at like 20%, maybe you got to pick up, you know, a little bit, or vice versa. Like sometimes, you know, you got to help each other out a
Not
little
having
bit.
to ask part.
I feel like my boyfriend and I have tried that. It works 20% of the time.
I had no idea what percent you were gonna go with. I was like,
I
100%.
feel like you come home and you're like, oh, I'm at 50, and they're like, I'm at 52, and then you're like,
well, shit.
Did we just both do nothing tonight? And you're like, yeah, let's do it.
Oh, well, there you go.
Or they say they're at 50, and you're like, I don't want. Like sometimes I am like, I'm like, I don't want to pick up the slack. So
And
I feel like
fair.
there's like I'm like, if you have the energy for it, 100%.
Yeah.
But like I remember that, and like Morgan and I actually did talk about it with each other because we're like, this is a great like outlook, blah blah blah.
Right.
But I feel like sometimes it's harder than it comes off as.
Yeah.
It's like
Interesting.
in real life, taking on that
I love
like
that,
more even after a full day, because I think no one's ever like at 100. Like I don't think anyone can say that they're ever at 100%.
That's very true.
I am very rarely have I ever come home and been like,
No.
what do you have for me?
Yeah, right. that is so. I love that. You know what? Because that just also goes to show that not like it's not cookie cutter.
No,
you know,
nothing
everybody doesn't
is.
fit into the same mold, or every relationship isn't the same.
Yeah.
They're all a bunch of snowflakes.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody's different.
That's a good way of saying it.
Cute.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm wrapping on that. That was lovely. That was a good wrap. Brooke, thank you.
Yes,
Thank you
thanks
so much
for
joining
joining.
us.
Absolutely. It was so lovely. Very easy to talk to you guys. And just nice to like talk about like relationship stuff. Because like I said, when you're with someone for a long time, I feel like that the relationship isn't really like at the forefront. Like it is just something that's a part of your life because it has
it's just
been for so
natural
long.
for you. Yeah.
So it's nice to
That's
like
fair.
kind of highlight it and feel good about it. So yeah.
Oh, I love that. Okay,
Happy
amazing.
for you.
That were amazing. Brought to you by Charm Diamond Centers. Ring On It dives into modern love, commitment, and everything in between. If you want more, give us a follow on Instagram at Ring On It Pod.